All right, y'all people. So we got Wild Bill up in the building, and he's seen some of that live, and what you seen, the live or the Instagram post?
I seen the live.
Okay, you seen the live. So how did you feel about that?
As far as talking about Big Meech, he just walked out the door. He got pressure. He got the weight of the world on his back. And people don't know if he changed or what's going on with him, what's on his mind. Only thing we could do is give him a chance and see how the things play out, what steps and what moves he's going to make.
See, what I don't want people to feel or get the wrong perception of what I'm trying to say, I welcome Big Meech home with open arms. But I look at the acts of men and just the portrayal. People got to understand, the reason why we can't break the curse in the hood is because we glorified the most ugliest evils and we never corrected it. What do you think these young boys is going to feel and think when they see, hold up, I could air a dude out, get life in jail because my gun game and my drug game was so ill in the streets. I'm going to get a book, movie, and TV deal? What kind of message are we sending?
It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, he was one of the very few. Because you got a lot of hustlers, shooters, drug dealers, or whatever that did things in the past and never made it out, died in jail. Unfortunately, he was blessed. Somebody was watching over him, and he might have a good heart. We don't know. Like I said, we don't know how this man thinks. We haven't been around him. We haven't partied with him. I know he liked to have a team and have love for his team and spread the love. He's a happy-going person, a party person, but we don't know what doing 20 years how did that affect him.
See, maybe one day Big Meech will get on a stage on one of these platforms and educate us to what his journey was, but it's not so much of the man that I'm challenging, but the mentality of the people that I'm challenging. Like, I'll give you an example, right? I was totally offended when I seen Mayor Adams go from giving P. Diddy the keys to the city, and then he turns around and gives Fat Joe the keys to the city. And see, me, you could consider me to be the school teacher right now. I'm the school teacher, right? This is the class. The world we live in is the class. You skipped over the firefighter that saved 20 people out of a burning building, or better yet, that building that collapsed on Burnside, down the block on University. Yeah. There was firefighters that saved people out of that building. None of them may get a key to the city. You had children that was kidnapped and trafficked. Special elite teams of New York done went in places and snatched those kids and brought them back to their parents. None of them got the keys to the city. But a dude that'll get on the internet and make kids walk for cheesecake, and another dude that'll get on the internet and his name is Joey Crack, and even in his last record that he put out, he's talking about selling crack and having keys to the connect. This is the reward that's being given. The people in this world that get the Hollywood Walk of Fame is the ones that rap and act, but the peoples that's actually sacrificing for the children, sacrificing for us as a people, even when it boils down to what's the brother name? Tupac's stepfather, Asada Shakur, not Asada Shakur, the brother that just passed away. I forget his name right now. They was fighting to get him out, Matula Shakur. They fought to get Matula Shakur home. Our revolutionary. They wouldn't let him out until he was on his deathbed in that casket. But brothers can get redemption for causing the most pain in our community. And that's something that I have to speak against. It's not that I'm speaking against Big Meech. I love Meech. I love all of our fallen soldiers. that fell to the corruption that was placed on our lap in our communities. But when you reward and celebrate the kind of evil that came from his hand, there was evil that came from my hand, there was evil that came from your hand. We did bad at one point in time. Now we walk in the road of redemption, and as you can see, we family men. We ain't out here perpetrating the front like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, got the swammy on it, blah, blah, blah. Nah, I see this man running around with his son. He see me running around, we ducking and dodging, trying to do videos with my kids running around. That's the message. That's what we here for. We are here to show the next generation not to walk in our footsteps. But if you don't tell that kid, don't touch the stove, it's hot, they're going to do the same thing that we've been doing. And that's exactly what's been happening in the hood, because ain't nobody been brave enough to step up to the forefront and say, nah, don't go in that direction. Them dudes right there. Meech went to jail 20 years ago. His son was a baby when he went to jail. He came home, his son is a grown man. How many more years you think he got left on this earth? Coming home 58 years old. Black men, where we come from, we don't live to see 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
All right, let me take you back for a minute, right? Big Meech did 20 years. I did a split 20 years, 22 years, you know, and it's all about how we giving back. It's the comeback. It's all about the comeback from the fall. Now, Meech could come home and he could promote, you know what I'm saying, positive, and show that what he did with the cause and effect. You know, and I tell people, I say this all the time, as far as doing 20 years, I could have worked a job and retired from that job and started my own business, or just been a family man and collect my pension or whatever. This is my second chance. I'm in my 40s now, but if I knew the end game was me getting a job, I would have never been out there on the streets doing what I did. I'd have got a job 20 years ago. I was able to become a correctional officer. I could have been anything. Sanitation gets paid hella good money, you know, but people want to look down on people that's working hard. The cameras is not on the people that's struggling, that's going to work every day. It's hard to get up every morning and go to work. I work a swing shift schedule. I work 1 week to overnight, then I have a day or two off, and I work to 3 to 11. And then I have a day or two off, and I work to 7 to 3. So my body and my sleep pattern and my eat pattern constantly changes. But I do that, that's the sacrifice I make for my kids. You know, and I try to give the word and spread the word like, yo, you gotta make it right. You gotta make it right as a people. You know, the black man is being looked down upon, or we being overlooked. You know, and we struggle to do the right things and build up our kids, but our kids is glorifying these street hustlers where the cameras is on them. They want the fast money, the fast cars. They want to look good, you know, but they do not want to struggle, and they not being told like it's not a game. It's a game you playing, but it's not a game. People is losing their lives one way or another. You know, it's just like us as the people got to get back on track. You know, it's going to be hard. We can preach, but we got to get the cameras on our leaders. We need new leaders. We need the Malcolm X's to come back, the Martin Luther King to come back. We need leaders. We don't have no leaders. We don't need ghetto superstars, ghetto celebrities. We need leaders, official leaders. We need teachers that's going to come out there and preach to our youth and save our youth. You know?
Let me ask you a question, Bill. Being that you here in real time and you're not in the penitentiary, what are you willing to do to make sure your son don't ever walk in our shoes?
I'm doing it now. I'm working